Alright, just a quick overview before we get into this. This is our standard fiberglass headlight ring. Okay, right there, there's a standard fiberglass headlight ring. As you can see, I've trimmed the edges slightly so that it fits against the body more flush. It's also attached with 3 screws at these points here. I have to drill the holes and countersink them as well. If you're going to go with a painted car and you want to go cheap, or if you're going to go with a painted headlight ring and you want to go cheap, this is the way to go. This is our chrome headlight ring. It's a little bit more than the other one. It requires a little special attention to install, and I'm going to show you how it's installed. As a matter of fact, I'll probably be installing these. Okay. Now, this is the third of our 3 candidates. This is the ultra fancy headlight ring. Okay, I know you're rolling your eyes when I say that. By the way, this is glass, just so you can see the back side. It's actually held in place with some screws. And we're going to watch me hold this with one hand as I put it on the car and hold with the other. It looks pretty good. There's a couple of issues I have with it. This tab right here that shields the light is going to have to be trimmed down because this thing is fairly flat, as you can see. And our light shield sticks out quite a ways. Now, I'll probably have to trim it on the other one as well, but possibly not as much. Just so you know, this one right here is the one that's would cause me the most amount of work to install. This one requires a little bit of work. This one, basically what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to clean this up and get it ready for paint. Okay? We make it look nice, drill the holes in the proper positions and stuff like that so we can install it. Here's what one looks like. You can see the edge, the raw edge, that I haven't ground down yet. Okay, that will be ground down so that it fits flush and it fits nice against the car. Again, these are my 3 choices: painted, chrome, and really, really fancy. Going with this one, and of course here's the classic lens, okay, that we're going to put over it. Now, as you can tell, this one sticks out quite a ways more than our super fancy lens. Okay, that'll work to our advantage. Okay, because we won't have the headlight bumping up against it. Alright, after an aborted attempt to use these type of screws, by the way, I know this is a flathead. I normally prefer oval head and stainless to be precise. Screws that attach the headlight ring into place. I've decided to make these little brackets, which will be held on with rivets. Now this is what I started with. It's about a 1/16 of an inch thick. It's aluminum, and it bends pretty easy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to attach it with 2 rivets to the body so that the headlight ring can be screwed in from the side over it. Now, I'm going to put them on. I want to show you them with it on, and then I'll discuss options on how this can be, enhanced. For right now, this is what I'm going to use. This will allow me to go to it at less of an angle through the fiberglass headlight ring than I would if I were using this type of screw. The reason I'm not using these is that I thought the angle was too steep and it was causing too much of a strain on putting the headlight ring on. So this is what I made to go on now. Remember, I'm doing this for the first time. Unlike you guys that have the books, I don't know how I'm supposed to do it. So this is what I've come up with. Okay, here's the headlight with the fiberglass trim ring in place. I have 3 overhead screws holding it into place. These are overhead stainless screws. This has actually been countersunk, so they fit real nice. We could stand a little bit more trimming, maybe a little bit of fiberglass around the edge to make it seal properly. As you can see, it's held into place. I think I cracked this lens. I may have. I did crack the lens. I have to get another one. What happened is this screw didn't go through the lens. Now this is a plexiglass lens. It's not that hard to drill. However, apparently I didn't go through it all the way as I thought I had. And when I put the screw in, it cracked it. It'll be a lesson to you. Even, you know, those kind of things happen. Alright, so you got to be careful of it when you're doing this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take these 3 out and I'm going to show you what it looks like right now. Give me a second. Anyway, up until a point where I cracked the lens, I was pretty happy with this installation. You see I made the tab on the bottom a little smaller. I actually ground these down so that they fit underneath the headlight ring. And as you can see, the lens is actually held in place by the tabs. It's actually very easy to take out. You just bend the bottom tab right here and it slides right out. Here's where I had the problem. I'm going to fix that real quick. Now also, one of the things I found that I had to do is I had to trim this down so that it fit the lens better. It was actually a little bit longer, a little bit taller. So what I did was I trimmed it to fit. And I'll come back here now and clean this all up, because I'm going to have to get another lens. And then we're going to show you how to mount a mounting tab up here so that we only have to use this and this for the chrome lens. Okay? It'll take me a couple of seconds to get that ready.